What is up, guys and gals? Welcome to the Verdant Forest. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we play a little bit more Portal Knights, a fun little sandbox game that I stumbled into over the course of the last week. Now, I don't remember if we explored this zone or not, or if this is like a new area that we just arrived at, but it looks like there's something going on inside that tower. This is not looking familiar to me, so I'm thinking this is a new place for us. Let's go ahead and jump down. We'll take a look around. I don't think you take fall damage, but you will definitely take damage if you fall off the edge of the world. It is quite fatal. Oh, we can't go this way? Okay, so let's go around this way then. The tower is denying us right now, and I don't much like being denied. It's a little upset. Did you just... a Hollow Knight of... Did you just convert somebody else into a Hollow Knight? That's super crazy. Like, that thing was an orc right there, and then he shocked it with lightning, and it turned him into one of him. That would be like a slug using psychic lightning on, I don't know, a bumblebee and turning it into a slug. That's fairly incredible if you really think about it. If you apply your mind to the task that just transpired in front of you, they just use electricity to convert one being into another being. I don't know, it amazes me. If it doesn't amaze you, I guess I must be easily impressed. But it impressed me! And that's all that I got going for me, right? Oh, it looks like there's a downstairs here, too. What's down here? Kind of hard to see, but... oh, it looks like there's a dungeon down here. Okay. Oh, we got one of those little shocky beasts over here. I'm going to wait for him. These beasts are all about the shock value. They don't really have a whole lot of substance. There we go. And then I got to unlock my camera. And just how we did it last time, you got to unlock and jump strike over and over and over again because the jumps don't work so super good when you got the camera locked. I'm going to swing to the outside of the door. I was planning on making myself a ranged weapon to make my life a tad easier in situations like this one right here, actually. Got skeletons, we got shocky beasts all over the place. I'm gonna need to pull. That's the only way we're gonna get this done efficiently. And so if I can pull kind of MMO style, like one mob at a time, I think we'll do better. I'm gonna drink a potion right there, and then I'm gonna wait for this little Floatybeast to come by. And Floatybeast, you have crossed me for the last time. That's right, Floatybeast, I ain't afraid of you. He's too high up right now. We got to get around a corner. Let's go ahead and line of sight him real fast. We'll wait for him to come on back. See, the secret to my success as a monster slayer is that I have a strong appreciation for, like, adventurers' hairstyles. When you've got the Flophawk, nothing can defeat you, man. That's what it comes down to. Nothing can defeat the Flophawk. The Flophawk is almighty. It is the thing that we have bequeathed upon ourselves in order to get the job done. Got a floaty beast over here. I'm going to aggro. Oh, he shot me around a pillar. The joys of conductivity. There we go. He's down. I think the damage is somewhat mitigated right now that we got a new armor set too, so I think we should be alright. I'm going to hack and slash my way through our bony friends. And on this side, we got a worm coming at us, but I'm going to get rid of him with the utmost of violence. Doesn't look like there's much in here aside from braziers. And... I don't know if that's how you say that word, by the way. I might be saying it wrong. It's entirely possible that I've said that in a stupid way, but man, what are we going to do? We're already like halfway into the episode, so I could take it back or I could edit it or something, but meh. What are you going to... oh no, I fell down a hole. Got another worm over here. I'm going to give him what for. Maybe even what 5 if he really makes me angry. Whip out a torch and see if I can't illuminate the darkness a little bit better. Oh, we got another... ah, he shocked me. Oh well. What are you going to do? I need to get rid of that auto target, actually. I think the auto target, it'd be easier with these floaty beasts if I didn't have it. Inside there, we got some freebie health, which I am always down for. We've got what looks like a secret door right here. I don't know if it is, but I'm going to chisel away at it for a second because it looks like a secret door to me. Come on. Chisel away. I believe in you. Oh, never mind. We're underneath the earth. We'll fall through. I don't know, it looked like a secret door, so I figured I'd give it a go. Got a shocky beast over here. Ow. I'm going to get shocked by him just as a test to see if he's stronger than his compatriots. I like to give people a fair chance. Give him at least an option to fight back. Shocky beast, I'm kind of done with your shenanigans right now. I'm just going to keep hitting you. I'm going to hit you until you fall over and your bat wings no longer flap. I don't see anything else on this side. But I'm going to check this door just in case. take a look through this peephole here. Yeah, there's nothing on that side. So it looks like this dungeon was actually kind of a bust. I don't see a chest anywhere at the bottom of it. Maybe it's at the top of the tower. We could have just bypassed this whole thing, but we'll find out in just a minute. My classification of this particular location might be a tad subpar. I don't know. I do a lot of things subpar. That's like just being part of Splattercat, you know? Is what it is. Never been a tryhard. Never been successful at that particular strategy. And I don't think that I ever will. I mean, I guess I suppose I could ratchet it on up and, like, see how it goes. But I doubt that it's ever going to turn out better. So why put the effort into it, you know? Just do me. Which I'm actually pretty proficient at. Doing me is something that I do very, very well. Since I was probably like 13 years old, I've been really good at doing me. Like, I've been fantastically skilled at... Ow. You blew me up with fire, but we got a little bit of XP right there. Oh, you can destroy those little baggies? I mean, it doesn't look like they drop anything that useful, but sharpening stones are nice to have around. I won't turn those down. It's one of those utility items that is infinitely useful, especially right around the time you realize how badly you need one. We'll go up the stairs in first-person mode, and we'll see what's up and around. Looks like we just have a little walkway over here. Little porthole slash window that we can look out of. It's a pretty cool little tower. Whoever designed this had a good time, I can tell. They were messing around. It actually looks like it's just a view tower, just for looking around. Just for having a look at the sights. What is that over there? Let's check this building over here. And once the building hath been checked... Looks like there's some things to loot, but not a lot. So there it is. We'll increase our inventory a little bit, but I think that's all there is to have. I could knock out, like, it's perfectly true, for those of you that are wondering. I could totally knock out, like, some of those random objects over there and keep them for when we build our house, but, not that big of a deal to me. It's not that big of a game changer slash selling factor for me. We got a portal stone over here. I think I might need to craft a couple more of those. I don't think we're going anywhere until I get 2 or 3 more. Luckily, I think we have, like, a ton of random objects that can help us out with this, so that looks good to me. Let's drop some new portal stones in. We're done with this map. I see nothing worth excavating. And there might be a mine around, I guess, but I think that underground dungeon that we got over there is probably the extent of it. There's some coal right here, which we might be able to use, so maybe I'll spend a little bit of time getting after that. Hound dog that shit a little bit, but much more than that, I don't think there's much to be said for this map. I think we've completed this one at the aptitude for which we are equipped. There's 2 gates. Where do the gates lead? So from here we have 2 choices. We can go to a level 6 zone, or we can jump up to whatever that zone is right there. And it looks like there's maybe a boss zone? I don't know what that symbol means. The cactus flats. Okay. It does look like we can go back to previous zones by just, like, traveling that way. I like the Crimson Wood, so I might set that as my home. And then if we could just fast travel in between the two, that sounds great to me, because I need a place where I set up, like, a home base. And we just have a good time, like, building some stuff that we can occupy. As of right now, I have storage needs and, like, storage requirements. And so it'd be great to just bang that out real quick. I'll probably destroy some of these trees over here. So let's get rid of a couple of you guys. Got these mushrooms in here. I don't know how useful these are going to be. But I'll just knock them over for right now. On top of that, these little red trees over here will probably provide us with a decent amount of wood. It looks like we are, however, capped out on the amount of wood that we can carry. So what I'd like to do now is I'm just going to build myself a little wood hut. That's all that I want out of this. I'm going to take these wood blocks, and we're just going to go in like this right here. I think this looks mighty fine. I'll put that in right there. I like to have a little divot in the wall. Like, I like them when the wall's got like a little bit of an indentation to it. Some people might not like that, but I like it. And so right here, I'm going to make that go in a little bit more so that we got kind of like corner struts going on. And on this side, I'm trying to figure out what I did and if I did it properly. I don't think that I did. I think I screwed that up. Hold on. Let's go ahead and knock these blocks apart real fast. And then I knocked out the floor too, because I like to do dumb shit like that. Perfecto. It actually looks like I went in over here, and then I did like a figure 4. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. And we'll go, how many is this over here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, that was not what I wanted. I'll fix that in just a minute. That sort of leaves us with an option right there, though. That looks alright. I'm not hating it. That looks like it's lined up, so let me go ahead and destroy these mushrooms and get them out of the way. This is our first, like, home base building thing for us. This is kind of an exciting feature for me. I love building bases and just, like, fiddling around with the way stuff looks. That looks like it's lined up perfectly well. Let's go ahead and get our beat stick on over here. We'll wipe out some of these mushrooms because we don't like those fungal folk. Those fungal folk don't know us like that. And then maybe, I don't know if this is going to work very well, but what I'd like to do is maybe do something like this. And that'll leave us a nice little doorway right there. I'm lukewarm on it. It looks okay to me. It doesn't look like wonderful, but it doesn't look like awful either. This is not a time, by the way. Like, I'm not going to spend like a stupid amount of time building the base over here. Basically, we're going to be kind of modular about it. I'm going to sit down and every now and again, I'm just going to work on this stuff. And so we'll come back like whenever we have resources or whatever. But for right now, we're actually almost out of blocks. And so let me drop. We're going to need a lot more wood blocks. Like, seriously. We're going to need a ton more wood blocks. So maybe we'll consider... Let me drop in some of our crafting tools for right now. We've got the anvil right here. We'll rotate this bad boy. We'll just sit him right up in the corner. That actually doesn't fit very well. That's a little upsetting. Maybe we'll keep our crafting stuff outside. There we go. So the anvil will be right there. Got the workbench, which we've upgraded to level 2 in one of the previous episodes. If you had not caught that, I highly recommend you check it out. Why did that get placed right there? I don't think I clicked, but I might have. I don't think I clicked, but I might have. The story of my life. That looks good right there. And so that's centered off. And then finally, what I would get after is that furnace right there. And so that, once again, has been placed not in a spot where I want it. So I'll break that, take the furnace, and do we have any fitting spots over here for it? Yeah, that's cool. We could put it outside. It's a fire hazard anyways. Considering our house is made out of flammable materials, it might be a wiser idea if we wanted to keep ourselves unimmolated. So there it is. We've got the basic struts down for our house. I think that I would be perfectly fine in fiddling around with some of this. So we got 50 wood right there. What do I need in order to make a refined wood block? Requires, yeah, I'm using this right there. There we go. So I might need a bunch more of these. So let's go ahead and handle it. It's going to take a while for that to craft. So while we wait, I think it'd be a wise idea to run on over here. And I'm just going to lay the smack down on some of these trees over here. We got to clear out the area anyways, because I don't like it when the arboreal enemies are just like looking at me from right outside the gates. You never know what those ents are plotting. They're always up to something, so you might as well just kind of like handle your business while you're in the neighborhood, you know? A little bit more damage done right there. Cool. A little bit more wood for us. I may have to go back to one of the previous zones in order to get this done properly. But for right now, I'm really happy with the way our base is looking. I'm thinking we should be able to turn this into a pretty suitable place to live. I don't know how many blocks we have going on in here, but there we go, 52 blocks. That's going to have to be good enough for right now because that's about all the materials that I have in order to craft with. Wonder why that tab is staying up right now. A little bit odd. It's okay, though. Alright, so the basic idea that I'm shooting for right now is that these are going to be the struts that are at, like, the corners of the building, basically like the studs that hold the damn thing up. And then once I get this done being placed, what I'd like to do, and the way I envision it, is everything in between will be stone. Now, this may turn out horrifically ugly. There's no way to really tell until the project's done. And I'm the kind of person that just sort of runs with an idea when I'm building things, and then deals with the consequences later, and kind of like fixes things and just kind of like messes with it, puts blocks here, there, and everywhere. I don't really want that right there, so we can go ahead and break that block. I'd be happy about it. That seems like that would be enough of a roof for our building. Maybe I'll figure out a way to put in a second floor or something, convert it into a tower once we've been here for a little while, but as of right now, I'm actually pretty cool with the way it's turned out. Targeting over here is going to be sketchy, but I think I can get it done. There we go, perfect. And then over on this side, if I can get my jumping skills down, we should be able to continue putting in the final blocks on every side. So there it is. That's looking a little bit nicer. It may look a little bit lunky, but I think I can make it look nice if I just spend a little bit of time on it. I might retrofit a little bit in between episodes. I can't promise it or anything like that, but it is something that I'd like to work on. The next thing that I'd like to bang out is we need storage solutions for right now. We need more ground blocks and we need storage solutions. Either or will do for right now, but we need a chest. I gotta store some stuff. We just have way too many things inside of our inventory right now, and until I rectify that, we're not really gonna be able to get anything done. So let's take a chest. I think that looks like a good enough spot for it. Yeah, and it centers up perfectly fine. That's going to give us what looks like 12 slots to mess around with. So, dirt blocks, irrelevant. Don't really need them. Cotton, though, might be a wise idea. Cotton seeds, also a wise idea. I'm going to keep the wood logs all nice and squared up with me. The pumpkin I definitely don't need. We'll throw the mushrooms in there. I think the fire spirit will probably become useful later on, but as of right now, it's not going to be a super useful item. Did I get enough bones to create that helm that I wanted? I know that was like a big thing that I was like dedicating myself towards. I was saving myself for that helmet. I wanted to have it as like part of my equipment, but I didn't know if it would work. Yeah, sorry. I was suffering from an ollie attack right there. I got a kitten. Well, he's not really a kitten anymore. He's like 1 trillion years old now. What does a yellow portal stone do? Is that like a boss stone or something like that? I have no idea what to think about that. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know what it's going to provide or anything else. We're full up right there on our chest inventory, but that's okay because I got another one crafted right here. This is only supposed to be a little holdout base until I decide what I want to do with the rest of my resources. Oh, no, that's... Oh, if you... okay, so my E key is sensitive. If you're wondering why it's placing my stuff all the time, my E key is super sensitive, and so sometimes it double pushes when I whip things out. So there it is. We can start to organize a little bit better in the future. But for right now, I mostly just want all this stuff out of my inventory so that I can have things where I want them to be. And so, got all that. That's all looking good. Sharpening stones I definitely want to keep with me. I don't think I have any other real missions for right now. I haven't decided if I wanted a stone floor inside the building. I think I'm going to go with a stone floor. Stone floor sounds pretty good. I don't know how far into the mountain I'm going to have to get before I get stone out, but I get the feeling it's probably going to be a bit of a ways. So let's get to digging, I guess. Ow. Little bastard sucker punching me while I'm over here just trying to dig a hole. That's all that I ever wanted to do was dig a hole. And now you just got to mess with me and make my life more difficult. It just seems like an unkind thing to do. I'm not trying to be nitpicky right now, but it's a little upsetting. Why can't you just be friendly and just like hang out and be good people? My thought is that we will eventually hit stone if we go in here far enough. Worst case scenario is that we bounce back to one of the previous maps where stone was a little bit more available. But that may or may not happen. I don't know. I'm going to drop this right here. And looking from the light, it doesn't look like stone is down in there. We may have to look for like surface veins of it. The problem with organics in real life is that once you've got like nasty plants and dirt and all kinds of other crazy shit on top of the rocks, you can't really see them anymore for the interesting qualities that make them what they are. So, that being laid forth, we want to find an area where we can get down into stone really, really easily. And that does not appear to be this map. It might not be available. May have to just like live with that for right now. Oh, also I can't jump a bush because my hop skills is weak. I never got around to doing leg day, and so now it's all upper body. Like I can do a handstand and then launch myself into the air that way. But don't ask me to do it with my legs. It will be an inferior launch. I can virtually assure you of that factor. Well, I don't remember what zones had like abundant quantities of the things that I wanted. But we can go back and look. I mean, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, so... Oh, that's a symbol for a cactus zone. I get it now what they're going for. Let's go ahead and as far as resources go, there's coal and stone blocks. Let's go back to here and see what we can farm out real fast. We got like 3 minutes left in the episode. So this would be the time where you would want to bail out if you find stone farming to be boring. If you do not find this to be engaging content, well, the ejector button is right up at the top right-hand corner. There's kind of like a spot where you could be like, nah, I don't want to do this no more. Actually, it might be easier just to harvest their stones from in here. I think that's the correct source, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to rip these towers apart, and they can deal. If it upsets them, I don't really much care. Towers' feelings and their general opinions about most things, I don't care. They like to stonewall. They like to be difficult. They like to drag their feet when it comes to coming to a consensus. I don't support that. Get down or lay down. There we go. Perfect. Got like 30 stone blocks. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but I'm going to continue chopping this stuff down until the next episode. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Portal Knights. I've been having a blast playing the game with all of you. I hope that you're enjoying it as well. I apologize for the foibles in the previous episodes that kind of made me I had to pull the first episode of the series just because there was an audio issue, and it's embarrassing. It makes me feel unprofessional. So anyways, I apologize for that, and I beg your forgiveness. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye, everybody.